How you guys doing? It's Elijah back at you with another video. And in this video, I'm gonna just be talking about, or I got a question for you that what stays constant, whether you're rich or poor, happy or depressed, or famous or nobody. I want you to think about it for a second. What stays constant, whether you're rich or poor, or famous or nobody, or you're happy or depressed? What stays constant? Think about it for a second. And there's no right or wrong answer, but I thought about this one day when I was on the bus somewhere, and I looked down, and we on the highway, and I looked over, and it's like the little tunnel down there, and it's like a little bit of water. I see some homeless people down there, and I look up, like I said, I'm on the highway, and then I see somebody in their car, and then I'm just thinking, I'm like, damn, two completely different situations, but yet, we're all existing together for sure, but it's like two different situations. But what stays constant through that? I don't know why I had that thought, but it's just like, what stays constant? And what stays constant is that, that one, we're living. Two is that time is going to keep moving. And three is you have the opportunity to to change that. And what really my thought is that, what stays constant is that, you just got to keep moving. That was just my initial thought. I'm looking at that person, and both of them people are just still moving. You know what I mean? You just got to keep moving. Whether you happy or depressed, whether you famous or nobody, whether you rich or poor, you know what I mean? You just got to keep moving in life. That's the thing. You just got to keep moving because, as long as you got life, as long as you got breath in your body, you got the opportunity to change your circumstance. You got the opportunity to get better. You got the opportunity to make your own decisions. You get the opportunity to do what you want to do in life. If you want to go be homeless, you could do that. If you want to go say, I want to go get some tenacious goals and I want to work towards that, go do that. If you want to say, I want to go, you do whatever. You know what I mean? It could be the craziest goal, but if the Wright brothers made an airplane when nobody had ever flown in basically a flying car before, then I feel like, anybody could do anything. Pretty much they put their mind to it, as long as you want to put the effort in. You can't say you want to do something and not put the effort in. You know what I mean? You can't say you want something and don't want to work for it because you feel like you already are deserving of something, but you haven't shown to yourself first, you know what I mean? First off, you haven't shown to yourself first that you're worth that, let alone somebody else to recognize that. And it's just like Andre Word said something very, very key that I heard that hit my intuition. Was like, yo, until as a fighter, until you get in the ring with another top-notch fighter, if you call yourself a top-notch fighter, will you know who that fighter is? He said, and most importantly, you won't even know what you got until you step in that ring and you know what I mean, and figure out what you would do when you get hit in the mouth. It's like everybody, want to talk shit about Devin Haney, but it's like he said, he got back up. He kept fighting. He definitely got his ass beat, but he didn't quit at all. He stayed in there 12 rounds. Was you know what I mean? I'm a finish. You feel me? Because he know at the end of the day, it's about rounds too. If you win rounds, you could get your ass whooped 2 rounds out of the whole match and get knocked down, fucked up 2 rounds. But if you stay in there and you keep fighting, if you win them other 10 rounds, you still won. At the end of the day, so it's as long as you got breath in your body and you still fighting, you got a shot for sure. And I feel like as long as you do have breath, you should fight. You know what I mean? For what you want anyway. You know what I mean? Or the life you want to live, or what you want to do, or anything, because that's just the way you should live. You shouldn't go and try to be like nobody else or try to do what everybody else doing, because you're not being authentically you. You're not really fulfilling yourself at the end of the day. That's why, like I said, you'll get places, or you'll accomplish a goal that you thought was your goal, but it was something that somebody else was doing that you tagged along with and was like, oh yeah, this is fun, because you're doing it with somebody and you don't want to do nothing alone. And now you're doing this thing and you feel like, oh yeah, we doing something. Then you get to the end of your destination, and then now you're like, damn, that's it. Like that's all there was to offer. Like there's nothing else left. But it's because you wasn't being your authentic self. You didn't focus on things that you like. You didn't focus on your interests. You was just, you know what I'm saying? You didn't figure none of those things out. You was just letting. I think it's called like outwitting the devil. It was saying like basically touching on that. And I would encourage people to go listen to that audiobook. You could type in Outwitting the Devil audiobook on YouTube and you can find it. And it's probably like 6 hours or something like that. It's been a few years since I listened to it. It was probably like 2017, 2018 when I listened to that. But yeah, it touched on that type of thing, man. And it's like, instead of just floating and you know, getting, it's like being a leaf. Instead of being attached to the tree and standing firm in what you believe in, now you're kind of on the ground. You're a leaf on the ground. You're just you're just going wherever the wind blow you. You're drifting. That's what they said in the book. You're drifting. And yeah, so yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on with this topic, man. And you know, I appreciate you if you're here. Don't forget to drop a like, share this message if you feel like it could help somebody. Comment your thoughts on what I just discussed, man. And you know, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're subscribed, I appreciate you for being here and the support, man. Y'all stay blessed.